Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Biome Exile SMP. It's been a while since we've been on this server. That is entirely my fault. I've just been really busy with a few other things. I have been actually on the server in between, but I've not actually done anything really noteworthy. Except I did do a little tiny live stream a few days back, trying to get back into the whole, live streaming thing. And during which I was in the Nether, and we'll show what we did in the Nether. And I got, in this one, my third Wither Skeleton Skull. So that is actually going to be partly the focus of today's episode, because with 3 of those skulls, we can now make a Wither, which means we can get a Nether Star, which means we can get a Beacon, which means we can get Haste, which means doing that fortress is going to be a lot quicker. And we can also then get Strength later, which will allow us to kill the Wither skeletons and stuff a lot easier. So yeah, let's go to the Nether and see what we did during that stream. Alright then, so now we're coming up on obviously where we have got everything set up, and you can see already a lot of stuff has been done. There's actually a few Wither skeletons in there, so that's actually going to be pretty cool. It is obviously working in some capacity, though it's not going to do anything massively more than any of the other fortress right now, because nothing else is half-slabbed except this bit, which I was sort of planning out when I did the stream. But now these guys actually shouldn't be tracking us, which is nice, because this whole thing is 2.5 blocks tall, which I don't know the exact reason, but stops these guys tracking us. So we can sort of do this, we can punch them with this, whatever. It's not going to give us anything. Obviously, if we had strength, it would be a lot easier to kill these guys, because we wouldn't have to do the crit hit. But yeah, those guys didn't drop anything, but pretty damn good how this is going for us so far. And obviously, later, this guy spawned here probably, and he obviously got out, and same with this skeleton here. When we get the sort of barrier around the whole thing, those guys will not be able to do that. These guys will be stuck in here until we come and pick them up and, well, kill them. We're not actually moving them anywhere. So, for example, you could see this zombie pigman here. We're trying to get through here. He can't get past here because this actually counts as 2 blocks in total, and they can't, pathfind into it, basically, in some capacity. But I've done a bit of other work, just doing some stairs, working out second layers, so just how we're doing that. I've carved out all this, done some of this as well. But the real problem I'm having right now is I may have an efficiency 5 pickaxe, but that may insta-mine netherrack, but it doesn't exactly insta-mine this as much as I want to, especially the fences and stuff. So it would be really nice to have a haste beacon. So that's basically the plan for today. So we have to go to a very specific location in order to make this wither killing machine, because if you did not know, every bedrock formation in the nether is actually the same. On all nethers that are generated, they are all the same. So, got another skull. Awesome. So, this nether compared to a nether eye made in single player, for example, they are exactly the same. So it's quite easy to find exactly the formation of bedrock I need. The only issue is obviously because of the way that our nether is set up on the server. There are a few cases of we're super far out, we're not near 0, we're minus 1,400 and then 450-ish on the X and Z coordinates, or Z coordinates, however you want to say them. You better not be attacking me. Nope, you're good. Okay, so it was a bit harder to find one, but I found one that is pretty close by. So I'm going to go quickly mine up to that area if I can. I should probably find some bricks if I can. And I'll see you up at that location. Okay then, so we should be around about the area that we are supposed to be at. The coordinates are X minus 193, or 1,393. So we are actually 1 block off, but that's because of the awkwardness of where the stairs were. But I'm thinking it should be fine anyway. And then minus or positive 587. And basically that is here. What we are looking for is somewhere here, which I'm pretty sure is this area close to us. Right here. I'm thinking. There we go. So this area here. So it's not. It wasn't 100% on that block specifically. So I can probably fill this in, redo everything, remake a path when I get around to it. It's not going to be you know, glorious right now. It's just going to be basic, get here, get a job done sort of thing. So for now, you know, I'm not really going to make it pretty. So the reason we're here is this area here. So this is a 3x3 bedrock sort of platform-y area, which is basically going to allow us to spawn the wither here. Well, technically on this block here. It's going to be where like the foot, I guess, of the wither is. It's going to basically spawn here, get pushed into this 9 blocks 3x3 area of bedrock rather, and it's not going to be able to, well, it's going to be able to fire projectiles, but what it's going to do is it's going to be stuck in the block, so all these blocks here will catch the projectiles. It will not damage the exterior. It might slightly damage this wall here every so often, you know, just because it's so close, and the explosions might actually, the initial explosion plus the explosions of what he's actually firing might do that, but, you know, this isn't going to be, it's not just going to be a 3x3 area, it's probably going to be like a 7x7 minimum sort of thing when we're done with it. But basically, that's that. I'm going to basically, I think, because of the explosion, carve out it to be a 5x5 now I'm talking about it. And I'm going to go quickly travel back to the overworld, grab my soul sand and my wither skeleton skulls, and yeah, we can hopefully kill a wither. Everything should be fine. And we should have a nether star at the end of this, and then we can make a beacon, and then generally everything should be super easy because we can just set up a beacon in the nether. I think it only has to be going to bedrock. It doesn't have to be through bedrock now, and then we can just get rid of this fortress a lot easier than we previously were able to. So I'm going to quickly go back, get that, and I'll see you when I'm, I guess, back up there, ready to spawn the wither. Right, so here we are. Had a little bit of a scare when coming up. I tried walking up. There were like 4 wither skeletons and 2 normal skeletons trying to kill me. And then I accidentally threw down my sword. I don't even know why I was trying to hold this sword, because this one has sharpness 5, this has smite 5, so obviously this is better against the wither skeletons. And, you know, that is literally the weapon I'm using to get these skulls, because it's got looting, mending, and smite 5. I might add unbreaking just because... but, you know, it's pretty damn cool to have that. And that is actually also the weapon we're going to be using against the wither, because in theory, I should get better hits on the wither with this sword. So we are going to have to... Oh, actually, I think we are going to have to expand this wall out a tiny bit, just because it's kind of awkward to place otherwise. So with an older update, I think it was 1.9, or it might be 1.10, you're able to put, you know, withers sideways. It might even be 1.8. I never really did withers during 1.8. But yeah, we can do it sideways. So this should work. There we go. I'm going to go over here. I don't actually know why the bar's purple. I don't know if it's my resource pack or if it's just how they've changed it to be. But you can see now, not exactly too difficult a fight. Obviously, if we had strength, this would go through a lot quicker, but there we go. Got a wither. Killed a wither. Now, the problem I think we're having here is, achievement-wise, to get this achievement and to make the beacon achievement, you need to go to you need to defeat the end. Well, yeah, you have to locate the end, defeat the Ender Dragon. I think you have to, that's summon the wither skeletons, the wither, let's kill the wither, and let's make a beacon. So we haven't even located the end yet. It's quite easy to do because we could just get the items for it quite easily for 500. We can get 1 ender portal frame for 500 nuggets each. And this little thing down here should in theory help with that, because I mean we should be getting you know, we should be able to kill the zombie pigmen without them aggroing us, because if you kill them in 1 hit, so if we get strength and smite, strength 2 and smite 5, you should be able to kill them in 1 hit if you crit them. I don't even know if you have to crit them, but you should be able to kill them in 1 hit. If you kill them in 1 hit, they don't aggro the others because it doesn't give them a chance, basically, or however it's supposed to work. But what I think I'm going to do, obviously, because this goes to the side of the 3 blocks, what I'm probably going to do is move this over 3, push it forward possibly a tiny bit. I'm not sure if I will do the whole slabbing thing that I did with the other set of stairs that come from over here. I'm not sure if I will slab it like I've done here, because that requires 2 blocks for each block, 2 blocks like going that way, 2 blocks forward for every block up. I'm not sure if we have enough space to do that, potentially. But we'll have to see if we come back a bit shorter, then we can change things after. But I will have a little look at that after this episode, I think. But what I'm going to go quickly do is go make us a beacon, go make us enough blocks to get the beacon to work, and then we can set up the beacon in the nether. Right then, so let's go and make our beacon. It should be 3 obsidian for the base, 5 glass, and another star. There we go, our beacon. Looking lovely with our cling glass texture, which is also really kind of nice. So let's go and break that. I was really worried for a moment that it wouldn't break with a pickaxe or something, and it was like permanent. But then I realized, no, it's not. So what I've got to quickly do as well is I'm going to grab 1 piece of oak wood, because I've been meaning for a little while to make a crafting table to take over to our iron farms, which is what we are going to do now, because obviously we need a base material for the beacon. Obviously we can choose between iron, gold, diamond, and emerald. I don't think you can do lapis or redstone unless they've changed that in recent history, but I'm pretty sure you can't. So pretty much the only thing out of those, or the only 2 we have a lot of abundance of those, is iron and also emeralds. We have a lot more iron than we have emeralds, because I've been converting them into blocks, and I know I only have like a stack of blocks. So what I'm going to do, we can place that there quickly, and I know from having a look, we should have basically 3 stacks of blocks worth in here, so we should be really, really fun and dandy when it comes to that. And I think it's 136 blocks. Hopefully this makes the 3rd stack enough of blocks. It'd be nice if it did. I need 8 for that though, so I think they only drop a maximum of 5 potentially. So that's not going to happen, but I think it's 136, which is like 2 stacks and 8. So what I'm going to do is just grab 2 of those, sort of work out what they do. And I'm going to bring, just a few ingots, like 5 ingots, just so that I can sort of test out the whole, which thing I want, or I can switch between a few of them, because we have a lot of iron. It's fine. So what I'm going to quickly do as well here is just before we go back into the nether, I'm just going to do a simple check of the blocks and stuff. Make sure that we have enough blocks here. If not, let's make a ton more. Let's also get rid of these guys, because we don't want these guys here. Come on. That has not happened to me in a very long time, so yeah, I'm just going to take care of these guys, then I'll be back in just a little bit when everything is sorted through and we made sure we got enough for the beacon. I'll put you out of your misery. There we go. Okay, interestingly enough, I completely miscalculated. It's just been a very long time since I've done a beacon, so I guess I was completely wrong. We have 4 blocks left of the 136, I think we did. Well, yeah, I added 8 on the 128, so 136. So we've put down 132, but I've added, obviously, emerald blocks to finish this thing. So what I'm going to quickly do is just take all the emerald blocks away. And the reason I used emerald blocks instead of just sort of mixing and matching with the blocks I had, here left, is that now I can kind of just sort of see how many emerald blocks I have left when I finish mining all this, and then we can just add that. So we need an extra half a stack of these, so that's going to be fun. So an extra 32. Let's go pick that up, make sure everything's perfectly fine. Actually, we only need an extra 28. So let's go make that, and I'll see you. I guess I'll sort that out, and then I'll just see you in the nether when we're finished with that. Right, here we are. Let's just quickly check. No, nothing spawned here. Some things have spawned up here, though. Some blazes. And while sorting everything out, that was really worrying. I did work out where I went wrong with my calculating. And that is because I thought it was 136 blocks, whereas it's actually 2 stacks and 36 blocks that are needed for the whole thing. So, yeah, that's kind of where I went wrong with that whole thing. But now we need to work out where we're going to place it. We need a clear sightline to bedrock, so we are going to have to be digging upwards. I'm not 100% sure, though, where I want to put it for now, because putting it here is awkward. Putting it on top is a slight little bit less awkward, but putting it in here is completely out of the question. And we obviously need it near the fortress, preferably, to get everything working fine. In fact, actually, the best place probably to put it is up here. Because it's close to the fortress, it's not really anywhere that's going to get demolished anytime soon, and hopefully if we put it basically where this soul sand is, it should have the reach pretty much for this entire fortress. Now, the only thing I'm worried with the fortress is obviously the slight issue that is the fact that... now, let me get this last bit here. The slight awkwardness of the fact that I want the nether brick as much as possible, but it's all going to drop into the lava most likely. Like, there's a little platform that used to exist there, which I'm going to try and fix hopefully at one point. Because I've realized it doesn't look that good. I'm thinking I might leave the bottom blocks of the platform and just half slab them over just so we know where the thing used to exist, sort of thing. I think that might be interesting. But yeah, let me go quickly put this down. And luckily I realized as well, if we kill zombie pigmen, we are going to be able to get enough gold, hopefully, if we get strength on this or whatever, to be able to change it. So that's good. But yeah, let me go sort all this out, place everything down, and see you when that's all done. Finally, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Let's place the beacon on top. Obviously, for the moment, that's going to be pretty much useless because we need to get a ton of blocks to go up there and basically just dig to bedrock and hopefully not hit lava. So I might actually think about getting a fire resistance potion before I actually set sail on doing that. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me go do that. I think I need magma creams for it, so that's good. And I'll just take I got a few blaze rods, that's fine. Yeah, let me go make a few of those. Alright, so this could be a very worrying situation. It took us ages to get to the, to bedrock last time when we were actually mining up, when it came to... Well, yeah, when we were mining up to get to where the wither sort of killer is at the moment. So this might take a very long time, and the fact it is so many blocks gives it a very high chance of potentially... Actually, no, that's a complete lie. Apparently... Oh no, it's because I started so high compared to the I just had a big open area. I was very worried, basically, that because there was so much potential space that a lot of it was going to be lava. Looks like we're quite lucky, though. Now we just have to make sure that I am remembering correctly, and yes, the beacon does shine through just because it's going to bedrock. It doesn't have to go through bedrock like it does on the overworld. So let's just go take this out of our inventory quickly. Let's go pick up this last block, and for now we're going to have haste 2, throw that in there, done. Now we should have haste 2 constantly in the top right hand corner, and I guess let's have a quick look and see if we can make ourselves able to go back over here. We have to go kind of an awkward way to get where we want to for this. We have to go up here, back through here, to kill this blaze, to kill this guy, to only get coal, to basically get to over here. So hopefully we can get rid of this fairly soon and we won't have to, come over here. But I want to just kind of start from the top, go to the bottom sort of thing. So for now, we are going through here. Let's see how much... Okay, so it's not massively faster than it was. You can see, obviously, the pickaxe is going faster. So it is obviously faster, but it doesn't feel too much faster than it was. Though I'm sure that's just me not really seeing it. Plus, I didn't, I haven't gone at this thing in a very little while now, so maybe I'm just misremembering how fast it used to be, or how slow it maybe used to be. But, whoa, that just went all over the place. So... yeah, it looks like it is at least faster slightly, which is hopefully going to help everything out. And obviously, it's not just the nether brick we're going to be getting rid of, it's also any miss places we do with any of the other blocks that we get done. Now, preferably, we want to get another 3, or another 2 now, because we've already got one down there. Another 3 wither skeleton skulls, or in total, to make another, wither, so we can get 2 beacons here, one with the strength 2 and one with the haste 2, and then we only have to add an extra row on each of these in order to make that work, so it's not as many as a full beacon, which is pretty good, so only a bit of AFKing, or even just some of the emerald blocks I have now should be able to do that. So, in fact, I might... Actually, no, they're not spawning fast enough where it's going to be a constant case of, strength is going to be good. So, what I'm going to do is leave haste on for the moment and go, take some of this down, see some spawns. If I see any, I'll take them out. If I get 3 skulls, hopefully, then I will kill another wither, we can make another beacon and sort everything out there, and then we can basically be fine because we'll have all that we'll need in terms of that. And I still need to make sure that I'm picking up as much of this nether brick as possible, because if you didn't know, basically we can make 3 layers with the slabs, but that any layers above or below. So basically, you've got the layer at the base. Well, I actually can go down to it. The way this works is we are able to make this layer here, that layer here, and a layer beneath it, all with stone slabs, or any slabs we want at all, and it will be fine and we'll spawn stuff. However, anything above this layer or below the other layer that would be below it, below this one, has to be made of nether brick. So what we're probably going to do, because I don't like going down too far, because it's just, there's more of a chance of going to lava, plus... one layer below is going to be fine. I think we're going to go 2 layers above, or maybe even 3. I think 2 is a safe bet though, so that means we will have a total of 5 layers in total where these things will be spawning. Hopefully that'll be enough to basically have a constant supply of them spawning once we've slabbed everything out, which again is also going to take pretty much forever, but it's going to be not an episode-worthy thing, it's just going to be a behind-the-scenes thing that'll get done from now and then. And also we need to hopefully get a beacon if we can in the overworld, because getting the cobblestone and smooth stone will be a lot quicker if we actually can have haste 2 with that whole thing. But yeah, I'm going to get on to doing what I said I was going to do, not die, and yeah, hopefully we get a wither fairly soon. But if not, I'll just show you some of the progress we make, if any, at all, pretty much. Right, so what I've decided to do now that we have basically done a bit of work here. So basically the way I've gone about it is I have put some stone slabs down here, and the reason for that is so that I can basically catch all the blocks that I need to that are going to be dropping down there, because again, I need preferably to keep the blocks, all here. And also, in the time I've done that, I've added a new texture pack thing, which puts lower fire, so that's also quite a nice thing. I realized how sort of annoying the fire is. I need to update it to be Faithful's fire, though, and so I might do that in between. But basically, I have put slabs here, bottom slabs, so nothing can spawn, and basically the point of these are to catch the blocks when I'm up, at these locations, because I want to kind of keep as many as I can, obviously. And yeah, I've just got to slowly sort of methodically work through these. It's a bit awkward because of the way that it kind of bows up. So for now, I've got to keep these here so I can keep that there so I can travel there. But then I have to hope this guy doesn't, or does drop something and doesn't run away. But I need to basically deal with this tower before I can get to removing that to deal with that tower, and etc, etc. So what I'm going to do, because I had a look at the sort of time of how much I recorded, assuming I collect all the correct videos, we've done quite a lot today worth of stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode now, but I'll carry on with all this in the background, and yeah, hopefully, we get a fairly clean nether fortress sort of thing. I'm probably also going to maybe make this look a bit better as well, instead of it just being a sheer face. But I'll add maybe another few layers here if I can, when all this is gone, obviously. And yeah, hopefully everything kind of works out, and we'll have a little bit of an update in the future when everything is kind of better working. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.